there is some big breaking news which is coming in. There is no end to hoax call menace. In fact, a flight operating from Jodhpur to Pune has been redirected to Ahmedabad due to security-related alert which has come up. All the flyers are being safely embarked, and ensuring the safety and security of the customers has been the paramount in all these operations, is what Indigo has said. Indigo has said that the passengers have safely embarked and listed out the threats to the flight. 20 Indigo flights have been threatened on Monday, which was yesterday alone. Let me go across to Priyank Tripathi, who's joining us from the national capital. This is very disturbing, Priyank. Arrests have been made, but clearly not enough.
Yes, certainly, Meghna. In the recent threat, the flight which was operating from Jodhpur to Pune has been diverted to Ahmedabad, and all the security measures are being taken. But apart from the domestic airlines, the flight for Istanbul, from Mumbai to Istanbul, then one flight from JR also received a series of threat messages regarding the calls. What it has been said that these are apparently hoax call. Recently, the Maharashtra police have also, the ATS of Maharashtra, which is probing the threat related to the flight which were bound to Mumbai, have also found that they have an Naxal link, which has also come out. A few days back, we saw that Delhi police IGI unit had also arrested one person. So series of arrests are being made, Meghna, but the fact of the matter is that these threats have gone up to a number of 400. This is what the latest calculation is suggesting, which has certainly caused a huge loss to the aviation sector. There was a need to change the protocol and the SOP regarding these kind of calls, which are received by the airline staffs, and the airline has also had a meeting with the BCAS officials, and Ministry of Civil Aviation is also trying to chalk out a plan. But looking at the pattern, Meghna, since before 9/11, it's very sad to say that there were 830 calls which were made for several airlines, and suddenly 9/11 happened. So no official is in a position to take a drastic step to reduce the SOP which is being followed in the threat messages which are being received by the aviation sector. Flights are being diverted, they are being cancelled, there has been delay in the operation of the flight, and the loss of amount would have been more than 1,000 crores if you look at these 400 flights which have been diverted, cancelled, or they have been sent to the isolation bay because of these threat messages.
Well, in fact, do stay on with us. There is more breaking news also which is coming in. But before I get our viewers that, Priyank, it's important for us to understand what's happening on the probe front, because there is also a very interesting Cambodia-Dubai money trail which is being looked into. Is this part of that larger probe? Is there a pattern which is now emerging?
Money trail is being found in these kind of cyber fraudsters who are getting indulged in digital arrest, Meghna, but certainly the manner in which these flights are being cancelled, or many of flights are getting delayed because of the SOP which is being followed by the airline staff, has certainly created huge loss to the aviation sector. Previously, we also got to know that these threat messages were coming out from IP addresses which are based in London as well as from Germany. But the recent investigation by the Maharashtra ATS has shown the name of person UK, who is based in Maharashtra, and he had Naxal links, and that is what it is being probed, that he was involved in making more than 30 threat messages to several airlines. So at one portion, the local police units and the airport police officials of various states have been probing these cases which are related to the threat call. Like in Delhi, there have been 8 FIRs which have been filed by the Delhi police in relation to these threat messages, and there have been series of complaints also which has been taken by them. 2 arrests made by the Delhi police, 3 arrests made by the Maharashtra police. But the fact of the matter is the manner in which these numbers are still not stopping and the messages are still keep coming is certainly a big loss for the sector, which is certainly going through a very tough time.
Well, in fact, do stay on with us, Priyank. There's more breaking news which is coming in regarding the hoax threats which are coming in. The police in Maharashtra's Nagpur have now identified a 35-year-old man from Gondia in the state as the person behind a spate of hoax bomb threats that triggered panic and caused flight delays, which led to increased security as well at airports as well as other establishments. Nagpur City Police's special branch has identified the man as Jagdish Uike, who is an author of a book on terrorism, who was arrested in 2021 in a case as well. In fact, the investigation uncovered detailed information linking Uike to the emails as well. Cops have said that the suspect sent emails to various government bodies, including the Prime Minister's office, the Railway Ministry, the Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, as well as his deputy, airline officers, the DGP, as well as the Railway Protection Forces. That's the big breaking news which is coming in. Let me go across to Priyank. Priyank, 8 FIRs in Delhi, and now there is a suspect also who's on the run in Maharashtra.
Yes, Sati Meghna, the Maharashtra ATS, this is what we were talking earlier, has identified this person who is involved in more than 30 threat messages which were given to the airlines. So on total, if you calculate that there have been 400 approx threat messages which have been given to several airlines. At this moment, there have been series of meetings which has happened, but there is no, clear solution which is coming out for these airlines to have a mechanism where these bulk messages should not be taken on that much of priority, because that is certainly creating huge loss to the sector. Now, what is the need that there could be a change in the SOP? But as I was saying, that before 9/11, there were around 830 threat messages. So no one is here is going to take that kind of responsibility to change the SOP, because God forbid if something wrong happens, then it could be considered as a big disaster for the bureaucratic structure also. So things are going on in a very wrong direction, looking at these messages coming out from several portions. The IP addresses are also bouncing, Meghna, because once the officials were trying to track, the VPN was used and the IP address bounced to London. Then they tracked that particular location and IP address, and they got to know that the IP address further on bounced to Germany. So it's very difficult in the age and time where VPNs are being used to identify those people who are involved in it.
Right.
What we know that few arrests have been made, but certainly the threat is not going away from the airlines. This is
Absolutely.
What we can sense.
2 arrests have been made, too little and of course too late, because every day, every hour, every minute when these flights get landed, due to these hoax calls, there is crores which is going down the drain. Let me go across to Arunil, who is joining us from Mumbai. Well, Arunil, tell us a bit about Jagdish Uike. He is the latest author of the bomb hoax threats which have been made even to the PMO. He's sent emails allegedly to even the Chief Minister. Tell us a bit about what we know about this man. Any leads on where he could be now?
Well, Meghna, good afternoon to you. Basically, the security agencies are trying to find a solution to these series of security threats that have been received by several airline companies. As you rightly pointed out, a massive inconvenience, loads of money also being spent to solve this. The latest on the radar of security agencies is basically a 35-year-old man from the Gondia district. Gondia district is in a red zone, a Maoist hit district. And Jagdish Uike, he basically has authored a book on terrorism. He basically left from Gondia, but security agencies are trying to find this man who claims to have decoded a secret terror code. The terror code's name is 25 MBA 5 MTR. He claims that this terror code predicts 30 blasts in 5 days on trains and railway premises. He basically had threatened to sit on a dharna unless he was given a hearing on this secret terror code, had shot off mails to several senior dignitaries across the country. That also includes the Prime Minister's office, the Union Railway Minister's office, as well as the Maharashtra CMO as well. The security agencies are trying to get hold of this man now, who had authored a book on terrorism, claims to have decoded a secret terror code that predicts bomb blast across the country. Now, whether this is the man because of whom these security alerts or bomb threats, hoax threats, basically went across to several airline companies, that is not been very clear yet. But he is one of the prime suspects who's on the radar of the security agencies, at least for now it is concerned. He's from Gondia in Vidarbha area of Maharashtra.
Well, keep tracking the developments on the ground, on the probe front as well, and of course keep getting us updates on which are the flights, which are the routes which are being affected by it. Thank you so much, Priyank, as well as Arunil, for getting us all the details.